Hi, and welcome to week 4. This week it starts June 24th to June 30th, and then we have one more week left, and the final week where you're taking the final exam. I corrected your quizzes, and most of you have done very, very well on your quiz. I hope that by now most of you have already taken the midterm. Want to show you a couple of things this week that I think are going to be useful for you. The first thing that I want to show you is where you check my grades. I hope that you're keeping track. Here is my grades, and as you see, I haven't taken anything, so that's why mine are 0. But what I want to point out too is something that I always do when I correct something. Besides just putting the points, most of the time I will write a comment right here on this column. I hope that you are reading the comments as they are like a conversation between you and that you are getting some feedback. Also, sometimes when you take a quiz, I write a comment right on the quiz so you can open that and you can read my comments there. A couple more things that I want you to notice and that I hope that you are studying is some of the PowerPoints that I put besides this PowerPoint. So for example, for next week, there's a PowerPoint inferences without sound, and there's also with sound here. If you have sound, that's probably better. And then introduction to purpose and tone, there's also a PowerPoint there. There's one about tone, and it has cartoons, so that one is pretty useful. And then I hope you're also opening the PowerPoints from the main book. This is where I think you should start as you go through the chapter, that you actually open this PowerPoint and you study it with the book. You do the exercises and everything with the book. So let me show you the one for chapter 7, for example. And it's going to open here in a minute. All right, there we go. So this is the one for chapter 7. And I'm enabling it. It'll just take a minute. There we go. Mine is not advancing. I'm not sure why, but yours should advance with no problem. So anyway, I sure hope that you do take advantage of this. I want to talk to you a second about Tuesdays with Maury. Most of you are doing a very nice job with Tuesdays with Maury. One thing that I hope that you saw in the syllabus is that we have a final project with Tuesdays with Maurice, which is worth 100 points, which is half of the total points for Tuesdays by Maury. By Wednesday, I'm going to be posting the final assignment, and it's going to be due on the Monday before the final. So I'm going to post the guidelines there. It's basically a book report, including a summary and an outline, so that you get to practice all of those skills that we've been studying this semester. So please be watching Tuesdays with Maury, because here by Wednesday you should have what the report needs to include. Finally, I just want to talk to you for a second about inferences and purpose and tone, which is what we're doing this week. Inferences are not always easy because you have to figure out, it's almost like they're implying the main idea, but in this one you have to see what is in the text, and from there you have to make some deductions. A lot of times the deductions are not so easy, but they have to be based on some objective premises. So please study this one carefully. That's why I have put a PowerPoint here besides the one from the book, and the same with purpose and tone. There is a lot of vocabulary on purpose and tone, so make sure that you go through all that vocabulary. And talking about vocabulary, most of you are doing the online assignments, but there's still a couple of you who are not doing the online assignments. That's really good practice, so I hope that you do complete it. And just to remind you, you have to do all of the online mastery tests, and I am taking the 2 best ones. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate hesitate to send me an email. I try to answer your emails as fast as I possibly can. And if you need an answer faster than what I get to you, you can always phone me. So I hope you have a great week, and I'll be talking to you next week.